going on, everybody? SeanPierceJohnson here, and welcome to my garage, my newly clean garage workspace, because today is a very exciting day. We are building yet another pedal board, because if you weren't sick of pedal board builds on this channel already this summer, we got another one for you. But this one's not for me. This one is for someone very near and dear to my heart. That's because this pedal board, brought to you by my fine friends at Warwick Rockboard, is going to be for none other than the star of my heart, my wife, Cynda Renae. She's not here. This is really awkward. Let me try something, okay? Oh, hi!
Hi.
Hi, hon. Yes,
hello.
This is the woman behind a lot of the magic of especially the first 3 or 4 seasons of Stompbox Saturday, where we were both huddled in our home studio and she was doing all the crazy camera work, and she's also one of the most fantastic singers I've ever known in my entire life.
Thanks.
But we're not here to gush over each other and make you guys feel disgusted. We're here to build her a pedal board, because that's right, as a singer, she has a pedal board. Now, we showed you a little bit of that many years ago, so I'm going to go ahead and put a card for that older video up in the top right corner. You can check out that older board. Now, it's been a few years since you've had that board, and I think you and I can both agree that you've wanted to institute a few different changes, right?
The main thing is that it is way too heavy for me to lift. Especially when we're at rehearsal and we can't find parking in the lot at rehearsal because everyone else decides to park there. So I have to drive somewhere, find somewhere else to park, and then carry this thing, and by the end my arms are like...
Yes, so we wanted to find something really lightweight and something that was going to be a lot easier to carry, and thanks to the kind people at Warwick Rockboard, we have a couple of their new Rockboard pedal boards. So before we get into the build and really a lot of the specifics of what we're going to do for her new pedal board, let's go ahead and open up the package that we've got from them for this particular model, which is the Quad 4.2. To start off with, we actually have a carrying case for this pedal board, which I'm very excited about. Are you very excited about it, Cynda?
Definitely, although I wish it were this light without any pedals on it, because that would be very manageable for me. I am very weak.
It's okay.
I have no strength.
I still love you. Well,
pull my ponytail down.
I'm very sorry. Well, the thing that I like about it is especially the clasps on the holding strap. Usually a lot of times those just kind of snap to the little hooks on the side of the bag. So I'm really liking the sturdiness of it. These sides and the back of the bag seem really sturdy. There's a nice big front pocket. You can keep your, cables, some extra batteries, maybe some earplugs if you feel like it. Or on gig days, you can put your in-ear monitors right in there. So let's go ahead, open up the bag. Do not eat. You don't need that.
I've always wanted to eat it just for to find out what...
I don't really feel like calling 911 today. Anyway, it comes in a sock. Our pedal board has a sock on it. Would you hold that, please? Now tell the folks at home how you feel about the lightness of that particular pedal board.
I would say it's maybe 3 to 5 pounds.
And boom.
Oh look, 4.45 pounds.
Ah,
so I got in the window.
She's a good guesstimator. Well, there you go. There is the brand new design for the Rockboards. With the older Rockboards were very PT style with single rails and big insertion points, but this is the rails are much smaller as opposed to what would probably be 1, and then spaced, and 2, then spaced, and 3. And then this was also inside. We have zip ties, we have both loop and hook styles of Velcro. We have an Allen key under here with some thumb screws and there's an extra rubber foot under there. There's 2 actually, because we have the underside right here. So
well, that's good, because these things tend to fall off sometimes, so you got some spares.
And they tend to wear out too. So if anything wears out, we'll be able to replace it fairly simply. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool thing. There's a little bit of space underneath these risers right here that we can put some excess cabling. But this is also part of some of their accessories too, because we have some power supplies and some Rockboard patch cables that we're going to use. And then we also have the little opening right here in the front for their modular input and output things, which we can take a look at because they're all in this box. You should see the amount of stuff that Rockboard sent in terms of cables.
Just the papers.
Yes, there's one in German.
One in English and one
in German.
In German. I couldn't think of the word Deutsch.
Look at all that stuff.
Whoa, look at this little one.
So we're going to be using the tray to hold up the power supply that we're going to be using. They were also kind enough to send us the Mod 3 modular input-output bay, which for you has XLRs.
Oh, cool. I'm just fascinated by these braided grounds here.
She's talking about
They look
these
really,
guys.
really nice. And I bet they reject a lot of noise, which is great because, you know, a lot of gigs, it's like they never thought of grounding the power in the bar or,
right.
you know, like with the in-ears, I'm often picking up radio stations, often in Spanish too. And you're just like, wait, what was that for a second?
I have fuzz pedals that do that. Okay, I think we have something that we can work with here. Are you pretty happy with what we've chosen?
I think so.
I guess it's time to
Roll.
It's time to roll. Put the roll of Velcro on. Let's get down to this. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to install the modular patch bays for the Rockboards. This is the Mod 3, 3/4 inch ins and outs, 2 XLR inputs and an XLR output, and your IEC cable. So at the front of the Rockboards, there's this nice little rubberized white deal. You'll just pull that out. Simple as that. So that just slides in right like that, but we obviously need to seal that with something. So we have the included screws. I'm just gonna get that one started. I like that they include 3 as opposed to 2. You just never know. And I'm gonna line up the second one. So this is the tray. This is basically a proprietary little shelf that fits underneath the Rockboards for you to be able to mount pretty much any kind of power supply that you want to use. So basically all you have to do is slide the little hook parts right under there, and then it basically just clamps down like this and lays flat. So basically what you have are these little pop-in, pop-out deals. So go ahead, and once it's placed, you put the inner part in first. Now we have these guys to lock it down, and that's it. You have a nice little shelf underneath the board that you can place whatever power supply you are going to need. And I'm sure if you want to take it out, we'll just need to get like a little screwdriver, pop it out like that. That's not really going to be too much of an issue for us because we have this nice little power block the folks at Rockboard sent along for us. It's nice and low profile. We'll be able to slide that in with no problem. The only thing we're going to need to do is we're going to make sure that we can secure this nicely to the tray right here. So I'm probably going to go ahead and employ some of this dual lock. here we have it, Cynda's vocal pedal board, all finished up. Should we give them a taste of just a little bit of some of the sounds we can get out?
Sure.
All right, we're gonna power
plug
this.
this.
We're gonna power this up, and we're gonna give you a taste of what this thing can do.
Okay, so we're on.
Yay!
Are we on?
We're on.
Okay. And now we've got phase. I went off the phase as well.
You're just going through a phase.
Do you always need the last word? Will you be satisfied? I'm not you. No, I will not become the hide. You've grown too long.
And then I mashed for flangey stuff.
I'm going out there, it's gonna try